released a report spilling all of their sales secrets, telling us what their most popular brands were, most popular items were, and so much more. And we got our hands on it, and we're going to share all of that information with you.
This is a report that I wish I had known about sooner, because this is something that I've been asking Poshmark to do for a long time. It had similarities with eBay Open and talking about reselling in general, but then it broke it down by their best categories, and Thredup is a clothing reselling platform, so that very much is my jam.
This report is, I think it's about 30 to 40 pages long, and it goes through how reselling is doing as a whole. It tells you that it's basically booming. It tells you how much it's growing. It tells you in what ways it's growing, whether it's online, whether it's in store, whether it's thrifting. It tells you all of that great information, which I think is really great for us to know as resellers. But what I think is even more important is that it goes through and not only breaks down what the most popular brands are to resell, but also specifically in each category, what brands and what type of item does really well. So we are going to go through this chart that they have in there and talk about the items that they talk about reselling and giving you an average sale price for each of those items, and then our personal thoughts based on our experience on these items. Some of them we totally agree with, some of them we don't.
Yeah. And then stick around, because we will be covering the top reselling brand that they list to resell.
Yes, and this one honestly floored me. I would have never guessed it in a million years, and I've been reselling for 4 years.
It's been a lot
of years.
Several years now.
I would have never guessed it. I'm so curious if you would have, so make sure you stay to the end. And you know what? Leave us a comment. Take a guess before you get to the end. Let us know what you think the top selling brand is going to be, because you're wrong. You're wrong. Now, before we get into all of the stuff that I know you guys want to hear, I do want to just give a quick PSA. One of our friends reached out to us and let us know that notifications for our channel are just not going out, which sucks and is just sad. So what we need to do is have you guys turn it off and turn it back on again, right? Because that's what works in the internet. What has been suggested is unsubscribing and resubscribing, and also toggling that notification button. So if you already have notifications on, turn it off and turn it back on again. If you don't have them on, what are you doing?
We appreciate it more than you can even imagine.
Yes, and leave us a comment and let us know you did. All of these comments improve engagement and lets YouTube know that you want to keep seeing this content, and they will continue to send you notifications. But if you stop engaging, they will stop notifying you. So make sure you're liking and commenting if you enjoy these videos. All right, all of that aside.
Getting to the heart of the video.
Yes.
We're going to break down the specifics of all of the different categories. Now, the first one is handbags, and all of these are for all of last year, all of 2022. So it's a full year of all of their data and sales information that they broke down into the best items to sell for each individual category. So the first is backpacks, and this one is Fjallraven. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the little fox logo. It's the backpack. Very difficult to pronounce. So somebody may very well know how. It's not me.
Now, this isn't something that we've ever picked up to source before, but I should have known. I have a sister who is in the Gen Z generation, and she definitely has one of these backpacks. I just didn't even kind of put 2 and 2 together that maybe I should source them, but it looks like they're selling on average on Poshmark around $30 to $35, which is a pretty good bread and butter, and if you can get it for $5-6 at the thrift store, I totally think it's worth a pickup. I will say that the medium-sized bag seems to be the most common, but they do have multiple different sizes, and I'm sure the bigger, the more expensive.
Next one is going to be for crossbody bags, and this one actually kind of surprised me, because it's a good brand, but it's not something that I immediately go to handbags for, which is Madewell. The Madewell all-leather crossbody bag is apparently the #1 selling crossbody purse or handbag for all of Thredup.
Now, this doesn't surprise me because I would totally wear this. This looks very chic. It's the typical ones are plain brown leather is the one I saw most common. Really kind of big bag, looked great. So the average sale price for this on Poshmark seems to be around $50, which I think is a really great sale. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out for these. I don't know if I have been as diligent looking for Madewell bags. I don't really think of them for bags.
Madewell bags are all bags. We almost never, this is the dirty little secret of our channel, we never check the bag section of the thrift store. So if you are there at the same time, there are bags there probably, because we never go. The next one is another brand that totally worth reselling. I didn't really necessarily associate it with a handbag, but it's the Lululemon the belt bag, which it's a fanny pack. Is it a fanny pack? Like, what is special about this?
I enjoy the fact that everybody on this channel is going to be like, yeah, the belt bag's been viral and selling out for weeks, and he's just like, I would have never thought of it.
It's a fanny pack. Who cares about?
It's
Whatever.
the total difference between
Whatever.
being in the community and really kind of seeing all these trends and then being on the outside. And it's totally fine. But the belt bag sells on average for around $75 to $115. And if you know, you know, the colorways absolutely dictate this. So some of the colorways are really limited run, so they are going to be a better price. There is also different sizes, which is going to impact it. And I will make a big note that a lot of these are new that are being sold. So pre-owned isn't as popular. It doesn't mean it won't sell, but so many new being sold.
I think it was 75% of the listed solds on Posh were new with tags,
Yes.
which is a little bit concerning if you're at the thrift store, because it's going to be very competitive.
Yes. As we know, this is a big retail arbitrage item. People are buying them online as they drop and they're trying to resell them. So just be aware of that when you are looking for them.
The next one is a brand I definitely would have expected to be on this list. For handbags specifically. This is for totes, and this is Tory Burch. Tory Burch does handbags. That's kind of their big thing. They do handbags, they do shoes, they do clothing as well, but you know them for the handbags.
We've only found Tory Burch handbags a limited number of times, but when we find them, we pick them up pretty much carte blanche. That's just, you pick up Tory Burch handbags. So I definitely am not surprised by this. The average sale price for this is around $125, and of course it goes up.
That's the starting point, is $125. Yeah.
Yeah, so the smaller logo seems to fetch a lower price. As the logo gets bigger, it seems like the price point gets bigger. I don't know why that is, but that's what it seems to be. And also obviously different colorways and different limited runs. All of that type of stuff matters. But Tory Burch, this shouldn't shock you. Pick up their handbags.
And this last one, it surprises me because we don't pick up any of it.
Never.
Never. I mean, I understand that they do handbags because my family, my sisters and my mother have had them in the past, is Vera Bradley. Specifically the Weekender bag. So it's the big travel bag, like the duffel bag almost, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, there are different sizes of this. Again, it almost reminds me of a diaper bag. So maybe that's what people are using it for. I'm not sure. Let me know if you use the Weekender bag. It's adorable. It's the typical Vera Bradley quilted look. Of course, colorways matter.
The paisley and the quilted.
Yeah. And Vera Bradley has all different patterns, and the more rare, the better. The medium-sized bag seems to be the most common. The bigger, the more expensive. But I don't even look at Vera Bradley at all. So I guess next time I see a Vera Bradley, I might give it a little look to see if it's the Weekender.
Now, the style does matter, so you're going to have to look up the comps in the store. It goes from 25 to 75, depending on the exclusivity factor. So it is very much style dependent for the Vera Bradley Weekender bags. So be careful and always check comps.
Next up is their outerwear category. A lot of these surprised me, but I'm also not an outerwear expert. First up here is the Patagonia vest. Now, I went through and looked at comps on these, and it looks like there are different types of vests, and the type that you get matters.
So you want to get the puffer vest. You want to get the puffer vest because they are significantly more desirable and a much higher ASP. You're looking at around $70 from what we could see, versus the fleece, which is down there at like $20, $25. So it's very much, you want the puffer jacket vest style versus the fleece.
Next up is Smartwool. They say specifically the track jacket. That one is going to give you an average sale price between $40 and $50. But I'm just gonna say, pick up Smartwool. Just do that.
Smartwool does not matter. It will sell all of it. All of it.
Even flawed. Even if it has those little moth holes, because you're gonna find that in a lot of them. Pick it up. It will sell. I promise you.
All right. Next is going to be North Face, which not surprised to see this on the jacket category. This is the raincoat specifically. So you're looking for the trench coat because that's a much higher dollar amount, and they are selling for $75 to $85.
Yeah, now it does look like the other raincoats for North Face can be as low as $10. So definitely style specific. Make sure that you're looking at these. But North Face is a great brand to just kind of look for and make sure that you're looking up because they can be worth quite a bit of money.
The next one is a staple brand for us, and this is more in line with what we normally pick up for the brand. This is Madewell again. Second time on the list. This is the wool coat look. So if you can find a Madewell wool coat, buy it basically all sight unseen because it's ASP of around $100. So it's worth spending even up to $20 for it, conceivably, depending on the style.
And again, this looks like the trench coat version is doing better. So we're looking at long coats. That seems to be what people are shopping for. So if you see any kind of long trench coat style item that is in any brand, I would definitely give it a look up because it looks like people are shopping for that.
And the last in this is the snow or ski jacket. And this is a brand that I've used for myself for a long time, Columbia Sportswear. Now, there was no pattern that we could see really, other than vintage does do well, but it ranges anywhere from $20 to $100, $150.
Yeah, now this one I would like to ask you guys about. I will be honest, I have not sourced Columbia, I don't think ever. It does have different tiers, it's sold at different stores, which will determine the price point. But I'm wondering if you guys know of specific styles in Columbia that do better than others, that you can help our channel out and let people know what does better. I'm not sure with the information that we have that I would even recommend picking it up just because of how wide that range is. But if you guys can help, that would be amazing.
All right, on to dresses. Now this is going to be more in our wheelhouse, and we're going to see a lot of brands that we know about or would like to find. So the first is for casual dresses. They say Cézanne. Cézanne. So yeah, we know that already. We've never found it. We would love to find it. I mean, if somebody has found it, please tell us your secrets because it's on our bucket list.
Yeah, this is our bolo list. This is selling for around $50 to $100. Different styles do better, but it's always a brand you want to find. You always want to pick it up if you can get it for the right price.
Yeah.
Just grab it.
If you can buy it for under $10, buy all of it.
The next one is Hill House. Now this one has been trending for a while. I've seen their prairie dresses most common, but it says this is going to be for the casual dress category. I don't know if prairie counts as casual. Do you think so?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that's what I normally see them as. They are selling on average for around $75. Now, have you heard of this brand before?
I have not heard of no. This is a new to me brand, which...
This is a we will probably never find in our lifetime type brand, but we thought that about Free People once, so you never know.
We've thought that about every single brand that we have since found, basically. Next is going to be for jumpsuits. Now, jumpsuits don't do well for us at all.
No, even though they're my favorite thing to wear.
They're her favorite thing in the world. We just can't sell them for the life of us. This is ModCloth. So they say ModCloth jumpsuits are the best jumpsuits to buy. Anywhere from $15 to $70. So there is quite a bit of range. You want to look up the comps, and the bigger sizes are likely going to do better, and certain limited runs or collaborations, things like that, things of that nature are going to do better overall. So we love picking up ModCloth, and it's a great brand when you can get it for the right price.
Yeah, now if you don't know, ModCloth does collect a lot of indie designers. They are like an umbrella company, and they just have all of these indie designers underneath them. My millennial self loved ModCloth growing up. I would go on that website all the time. So definitely be looking at those. As he said, the larger sizes do better. They really do really well with size inclusivity. They're really good in the plus size category, but just keep your eye out for ModCloth. It can be really lucrative if you find the right piece.
Next is going to be a brand that we know and love and find never. Reformation.
We found it.
We have found it like twice, and including the destroyed jeans that I'm still not over. So Reformation, specifically their cocktail dresses, which are, I think, the slinky black dress, like the short...
The little black dress?
The little black dress, the mini dress, the going out on the town dress, basically, is what I assume for a cocktail dress. You're looking at $80 around there for the ASP, which is certainly very respectable and not surprising for Reformation.
But I mean, we don't have to say this, but we're going to say it anyways. If you find Reformation, pick it up. Reformation is great. It does well for us in across categories. We've even sold like a little tank top that had nothing to it. So it sells across all categories. So that's a brand to just know. If you don't know it, you know it now. And the last one in the dresses / jumpsuit category is Everlane jumpsuits. So Everlane does really well for us in the jean category. That's generally where we stay with Everlane. They're a really great preppy brand. But apparently their jumpsuits do really well. I did see that linen was one of the more popular jumpsuits for them, and they're ranging from around $40 to $60.
I would not surprised by that at all. I mean, I would like to find more Everlane in dresses or jumpsuits, things of that nature, to fetch the higher dollar amount over the jeans, because their jeans are selling for $30, $40 consistently, but I want that higher dollar price point, and it's a brand that the stores don't really recognize often.
Next category is footwear, and the first item in this category is Doc Marten boots, which you guys know I love Doc Marten boots. I have a studded pair myself, and there is so many different colorways for Doc Martens. You're looking at everything from pink sparkly down to like the regular, consistent black type.
The goth studded ones that you have.
Yeah, I mean, you've got everything in between. They are ranging from around $75 to $150, but I will caution you, we have never found these out in the wild except for a fake. These are super, super highly faked, and they are getting really good at faking it. So just be super aware. There are tons of resources out there letting you know what is a fake and how to tell the difference. Make sure that you're doing that because there are so many fakes out there.
Yeah, it's more fakes than real by a lot. Next is going to be a brand that we've talked about all of the time. This is going to be for sneakers. This is going to be Hoka. Hoka sells. Buy Hoka sneakers. Buy all of them. They will sell for very decent money. You're looking at around $50 to $60 in our experience. Easy. The brighter colors typically are the ones that you want, and they sell for a higher amount. But all Hokas will sell. I don't think we have a single pair left. I think they're all gone.
I don't know. I don't think so. Next on here is Rothy's flats. Now, they don't distinguish between which flats are better, but we wanted to tell you that the pointed toe flat is definitely superior to the rounded toe flat. I don't know if it's superior to wearing, but superior to resale for sure. And they also have limited run prints, as we keep saying over and over again. Limited run prints really bring up the value in basically any brand, and Rothy's is no exception. They are ranging between $50 and $100, so definitely something you want to find.
And another staple category, something we've talked about on this channel a lot, is Birkenstocks. Now, Birkenstocks for sandals will always sell, just like every other brand so far on this list. For shoes, they're on point.
Even dirty.
Yeah, even dirty, grungy. You can clean them up, but they will sell regardless.
The most popular Birkenstock that we found online is the Boston Clog. Those are going through the roof. I guess it's the millennials that really just want to buy them because they were really popular when I was in high school, but they are skyrocketing. But again, Birkenstocks sell really well, and you're looking on average between $40 and $50 unless you're the Boston Clog, which is just way up there.
Yeah. So the last one in the category is for flip-flops, and this is going to be another repeat offender on the list. This is Tory Burch. They sell. There is a range on those, so you're looking for the ones with the bigger logo and the flashier color.
Or the platforms.
Or the platforms. Platforms is the biggest dollar amount that we could see. We've actually sold a pair that were basically new, the platform sandal flip-flops, for $80. So
yes.
They sell consistently anywhere from $50 to $60. So buy them. Buy all of them.
The next category on the list is tops, and the first one is a Skims tank top. We've sold Skims before. We sold a bathrobe, and it sold pretty well. I can't remember the exact price, but it was much more than this. This is about $25. That's pretty respectable for a tank top.
For a tank top, I think that's about as good as you're going to get, just overall.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do to increase that price, really? Make it out of gold?
Yeah. Skims is more well known for their shapewear, so if you're looking at the undergarment category, definitely look for shapewear Skims.
Next is a brand that I've never heard of again. This is Jenny Kane, which I'm apparently well out of the loop on a lot of these brands. These are for the pullover sweaters, so just the regular sweater. Sells consistently for around $75, and I now have to look for it.
Their tag is definitely going to be inconspicuous because it is solid black and it is super hard to read. So if you see a tag that is pure black and you can't read it, you might want to take another look because it could be this. Next on the list is A9. Is that how you say it?
A9 Bing?
A9 Bing.
Anine?
Again, another brand that is popular across the board, and pick it up if you can. And this is in the t-shirt category, which I wouldn't really think t-shirts would be something I'd be picking up. But
we don't pick up very many t-shirts unless they're vintage or single stitch.
Right. So. But this is going consistently for $50. So maybe I need to take a second look at the t-shirt category because if I'm leaving that behind, I'm going to be pretty upset.
Next is a category that is near and dear to my heart because I wear them all the time, which is hoodies, sweatshirts. Mm-hmm. And this is Carhartt. We talk about this brand all of the time. Carhartt sells. We sell a lot of their pants specifically, but I think if we found a lot of their sweatshirts, we'd sell those too because they sell for great money. You're looking for the thick, heavy-duty workwear sweatshirts that they have, not really the new flashier ones. You're also looking for the flame-resistant. I noticed there were a couple in there that were the flame-resistant or the specialty sweatshirts that are selling for hundreds of dollars. So the regular sweatshirts, the thick, heavy-duty ones, especially the vintage Carhartt sweatshirts, you're looking around $40 to $50, which is a very respectable price.
Yeah, and it also looks like these are doing better in the men's category versus the women's category. Yeah. So if you're like me and you tend to shop more in the women's than the men's, you might want to pop on over to the men's category for these.
Because you're missing out. The next category up is going to be long sleeve button-down blouse or shirts. This is a brand that we love, love, love. We sell all of their pieces. It's Johnny Was. Anytime we find it, it's the best part of our day.
Now,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that Johnny Was is going to be pigeonholed into the long sleeve blouse category. Yes, they
Yeah.
do really well, and yes, they're amazing, but Johnny Was is Johnny Was, so pick it up if you find it. And the more embroidery, the better. They have the most intricate, beautiful patterns. You will notice it from a mile away, but the more intricate, the better. Definitely pick it up.
And then for this specific category, the ASP is $70. So for a button-down shirt, that is great. And no surprise, it's Johnny Was. On to our best category. We're finally in the bottoms and pants category. Oh my god. So this first one kind of threw me. I'm shook to my core. Just did not see this coming. So this is for overalls specifically, and you're looking for Gap overalls. I don't have an answer for that because I don't look for Gap at all.
Now, there is a reason for this. The vintage Gap overalls, we're talking our 90s overalls, are the ones doing the best. If you find the typical current ones, you're probably looking at an average sale price of only about $20, but that is going to dramatically increase if you find the vintage. We're talking like $70, $75 for vintage Gap overalls. So, I don't know. If you found Gap overalls and you looked it over, maybe you shouldn't have. Give it another look.
Next is a category, our brand, I don't really know if I found.
I've never found it.
So this is Viore, and these are for casual pants. We are in the pants section all of the time, so I am convinced that this is a myth. These don't actually exist because we have not found them.
Mythical brand.
No, we would have found them if they existed because we're there always. And they sell consistently for $40 to $50. I don't know how we've missed it. How have we missed this brand?
have a sneaky suspicion there is some really great activewear sellers in our area. Yeah, that's what I think's going on. You know who you are. Next on the list is Spanx faux leather leggings. They are my favorite Spanx, and I guess I am not alone. They're amazing, and I will sell all of them. They sell on average around $50. Make sure you got your keywords in there. You're talking moto, you're talking grunge, you're talking rock, all of that type of stuff. Make sure you get them in there. But they are going to sell. Yeah,
$50 seems like it'll fly out the door in minutes.
Yes.
Like it'll be gone. Next is going to be a brand that does a lot of pants, but I kind of figured that they would be famous for a different category.
Maybe their leggings?
Maybe their leggings? Yeah, maybe. This is Lululemon, and specifically the skort. Not shorts, not skirts, skorts. Which, okay, that seems like a very niched down category, but
hey, if it's doing well, and it looks like it's selling on average around $35. Now this is, I keep saying this, I keep repeating myself, but this is going to be colorway dependent. The limited runs do better. You know the drill. We've said it over and over again, but I'm actually really surprised by this too. I didn't realize that their skirts were so popular, but I'm definitely going to have to make sure I keep an eye out. Maybe hit the shorts category and see if I can find some skirts.
And then the last category for the entire list, this is jeans. This is a heavy hitting category. And I'm not surprised, but I'm also surprised by this top brand. This is Mother, and Mother is fantastic. I think it went first overall in the jeans draft. It was gone.
Is Mother superior?
Mother is superior, specifically Mother Superior. Say that 10 times fast. Also, the looker is the style that you want for Mother in particular. So if you can find the Mother Superior looker jeans, you're talking hundreds of dollars. The average sale price is $70 for all of their styles, so still very, very healthy.
Absolutely. I love finding Mother. It's one of my favorite things to find.
So good.
As we said at the beginning of this video, there is tons of great information in this report, so I am going to leave a link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. One of the other charts that they have in here is all of the brands that are great for resale. I believe there are 20 of them, and they rank them 1 through 20. And we can't leave you hanging with something like that and not tell you what the top brand is. So do you want to reveal the top brand according to Thredup?
The top brand, according to Thredup, for just every category across the board is Torrid. Somehow. It's just Torrid.
I know there are a lot of people out there that do great bread and butter, and I know that this is a popular brand, but this was shocking to me. I did not expect it. So I would love to know if this is shocking to you guys. Do you guys pick up a lot of Torrid? Is there certain things in Torrid you suggest I pick up? Because I need all the deets. I'm not picking up enough Torrid. But we did pick up Torrid recently, and it was an item I think that you do want to check out because their collabs do so well. The comps were crazy. Make sure you click the link on the screen here to see what we're talking about.